It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's...
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by the second overall pick of 2016. An 8-year pro now from North Dakota State, Carson Wentz.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's Wentz.
And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had buys.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals. But they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua going to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders at 7-5 now of the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. His throw incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense,
and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Wentz. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Tua now on first down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Gets this complete to Shaheed. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tua now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 3rd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, And they'll spot it right at the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season. Because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big...
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On play action, Wentz. He'll swing this out to Mostert. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. On play action, it's Wentz. Now the Raiders have got it. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 3rd and 19. Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. As Shaheed going to go in motion. From the gun, it's Tua.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to pass. Tua. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that's incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Otten brings it in over the middle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they have a first down and run into field goal range also at the 16 now.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Tua, the final shot before half.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Elliott on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 38. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. John Jenkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here's Tua. This one taken in by Otten.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Tua sets up to pass it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try for the first with Walker.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Wentz to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Wentz. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
And you see the last drive, great chunky yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Wentz.
Finding the former Raider, Nelson Aguilar.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Wentz.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, it's Wentz. Steps away to his left.
And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On play action, Wentz.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
Now Wentz.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Into the red zone, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Touchdown. Puka Nacua, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard.
Here's Tua. Completes this one to Pickens. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Finding Pickens for another catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:14 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Wentz now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Wentz going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now Wentz got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. Throw out wide to Walker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now out comes Minnesota. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 36 yards.
Play action. Now Wentz.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Wentz.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And with